Oops, I ran right past the guy. There's also a very overly elaborate dance mechanism in this game. Here we start dancing. Unlike most other games where you start moving and you cancel dancing, the game is totally cool with you moving around while dancing. In fact, it'll change how you do stuff depending on how you move. Even to the point where you can jump and do it in different directions. Oh, great. Now I've got this guy dancing with me. Cool. Okay, let's see. Game of the year indeed. I've got my choices of a knife, a sword, or a saber. Yeah, the stats are, bugger all. I have no idea what those stats are, so... Saber sounds cool, let's go with that. There we are with the saber, and... pop. Kinda cool looking saber. Yeah, exactly. The stats are an improvement. Green arrows mean good. Red arrows mean bad. Alright, this is Amy. Amy wants me to go do something. I think that's a chicken. Alright, time for the most overused skill in this game. Here we go. And I have surmounted the ladder. That little blue glowing orb that you saw over the top of stuff indicates something that is a quest item. Either a quest interaction or a quest object that you need to pick up. Either way, you just run over and right click on it usually. Oh, well, I just got that new dagger now, or saber, and now I'm gonna swap over to this staff, because green arrows. Let's see, I'm missing an exclamation point here somewhere. Ah. I have no idea how I missed that earlier. Once you get up to level 5, you get this little sprinting ability, which is kind of handy. You get your first mount roughly between levels 7 and 9. Each race has a different mount, but that doesn't mean that you can't just go and buy the other race's mounts from their home areas. So basically don't pick a race depending on the mount that they give you to start with. And cool, my fireball leveled up. Oh right, it's that thing again, the shapeshifter. Okay, you can see over here in the quest tracker, I've got an item over here now. They're pretty good about when you do have a quest where you need to use an item. They'll give you the item, of course, but also they'll put a little picture of it here that you can just click on. And, oh, apparently I'm just going to put it right here. All good, then. Don't mind me planting that right in the middle of the path. And this here is this race's speed boost. Every race has something in their home area that's going to be something that boosts your speed. The cat people have a totem or something that you can click on, and there's some little electric thing for the Hariharans, and the elves have some little crystal, and we get some kind of scary looking drink. But that's cool, we'll just drink that. And super speed. These are resurrection points, so if you die, you will go to the closest one of these. You'll notice I've got some purple hearts above my head here. That's letting me know that this is a safety zone. There's also a little buff on me over here. When you're in one of these areas, you cannot be attacked. So even if you're on the enemy continent, you can run over to one of these and you're perfectly safe. That doesn't mean that they just won't set up camp and wait for you to come out, though. Oh, hey, look at all these drinks. Let's try a little bit of that one, and a little bit of that one. Now, apparently I didn't like that one. Or that one. And, yeah. Drank a bit much. That's probably one of the most pointless things ever, but alcohol in video games is usually pretty pointless. Yep, we got a plant over here we can harvest, so let's just grab that. Now you'll notice I'm not exactly grinding a lot here. I mean, I could be running through and killing every single one of these boars, but I don't really need to. There's just so much to do in this game, and there are so many different ways that you can start gaining XP that you don't really ever have to just grind. Most of the quests are pretty short. Go get 3 of this, 5 of that, 8 of something. I think the most I've ever had to collect of something was 10. And so they're pretty short, they're pretty easy to do, and generally speaking, you don't have to do them. I know lots of people that have actually just leveled up to level 20 and then just said screw it to the rest of the quests and went and farmed until they got up to level 50. Oh, sweet fireworks. They really like giving you lots of pointless stuff right at the beginning here. Alright, again, you just kind of get used to scanning around with the mouse and just seeing if it turns into one of those gears. Or cogs, I guess. Just to see if there's anything that you can interact with. Looks like a mine over here. Might as well grab it. Looks like a mine over here. Oops. Alright, now this is a sapling, actually, despite being a big, massive tree. Notice I've got a shovel icon on it instead of a axe. So if I try to do this, he's going to start shoveling. So I may not want to do that because I won't get any wood out of it. There's a small chance that I could get a sapling that I would be able to transplant into my own farm or property, of which right now I have none. So I'll go ahead and give this a shot, but there's a pretty good chance I'm going to get squat, except for a little experience. Oh, I got lucky. So, something or other tree. There we go. And another kill quest. Now, I mean, you guys have seen the kill quests and stuff here, and, you know, completing quest objectives and stuff. That's all fine and good. A lot of this stuff is pretty common to what you'd get in most other MMOs, so I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit here and just, oh, well, first I'm gonna help this girl get her kite out of a tree with that extremely important climbing skill. They show you how to use it at this point, but I think you never ever use it again in the game, so... Oh, it's her doll. I don't even know how... What? So she's got her doll in a tree. Now I could climb down, or I could just jump off the tree, take a little damage, and deal with it. The timers on the tree, yeah. Good point, I forgot to mention that, huh? The timers on the tree can mean a couple of different things. That one back there was a sapling that I picked up. So that countdown timer is the time it will take for that tree to become fully grown. A fully grown tree that has a countdown timer on it is going to be, if it's like a fruit tree or something, you can harvest it. And then it'll just regrow the fruit, but it'll take that amount of time to regrow it. So it kind of depends on the tree, but generally speaking, if it's a young tree or a sapling, the countdown is the amount of time that is left before it's full grown. Oh, alright, hit level 5. This is where I get to choose my first of 2 additional skills, or skill trees. You see here, this is the list of all the skills. The ones that have these big fireballs next to them are the recommended pairings for this. So I'm a mage right now, and it is recommending that I pick up either, this is I believe illusion, or I pick up death as my secondary skill. But I can pick up any of the other ones that I want to. So, illusion, that's death. This is the combat class, just the fighter. Next here is, this is willpower. So, magic resistance and stuff like that. This is your rogue class, the, I believe they call it calling or mission-based class. This is devotion, which is the cleric class. Over on this side, I've got Fortify, which is the tanky stuff, all there. Right below that, we've got the Wild or Archer class. And last but not least, we have the Romantic slash Artistry class. This is basically a bard. They do get some nifty skills in here. I think a lot of people use Bard as either their secondary or tertiary, thank you, skill. I'm gonna go ahead and use Illusion because they recommend it. So I can either hit OK or cancel and go back. Notice here, this is a 3rd spot, so I can get my last of my 3 skill trees, and I'll get that at level 10. So they don't really waste time just handing you all 3 skill trees and saying, here you go. Given the 3 different skill trees, there's about 120 different combinations you can make to get your final class, which is of course written in Japanese, so I have no idea what it is. Alright, so this is Soul Break, and it looks like it's a mana drain. I'll go ahead and grab that. And then this other skill here, these are your passives in this column on the side. So all these are active skills, and the ones on the sidebar here are all passive. I've got 2 skills in here now, so I can unlock this. This is, I believe it's 10% faster mana regen. And that's just passive, so I can just be done with that.